In today's class, we are going to go over simultaneous linear equation in fraction. Okay, let's start with the first question. We are asked to find the value of x and y in 1 over x plus 1 over y is equals to 5 and 1 over y minus 1 over x is equals to 1. You see, this kind of question usually come out in the theory. You understand? So I want you to pay attention. The first step here is to represent 1 over x as a letter and 1 over y as a letter. You understand? Because 1 over x and 1 over y is uniform in both equations. You understand? So let's represent 1 over x, let it be equals to a, and 1 over y equals to b. If you are part of our previous class, you should be able to solve this. I'm very sure you should. You should be able to solve this because I take time to explain it. Now, having represented 1 over x as a and 1 over y as b, we are going to have, for the first equation now, let us call this equation 1 and let us call this equation 2. You understand? Now, for the first equation, it becomes, since 1 over x is equals to a, I'm going to have a plus b equals to 5. You understand? Because 1 over x is equals to what? A. So I replace it as a, and 1 over y is equals to what? B. So I replace it as b. So I have a plus b is equals to 5. This is equation 1. And for the second equation, 1 over y minus 1 over x is equals to 1. Now, 1 over y is equals to b. So I'm going to have b. Now, we have a negative sign. For this, I'm going to have negative a is equals to what? 1. You understand? So this will become equation 2. We have equation 1 and 2. How do we solve this equation simultaneously? Let us use substitution method, okay, to solve this equation. You know, we learned in our previous class the how to solve simultaneous linear equation using the elimination method and the substitution method. So we are going to use substitution method in this case. In substitution method, the first step is to make one of the unknown the subject of the relation in any of the equation. Okay, we have two unknown, we have a and b. So let us make a the subject of the relation in equation 1. Okay, equation 1 is what? A plus b is equals to 5. So if I want to make a the subject of the relation, I'm going to have a plus b equals to 5. A is equals to 5 minus b. Now, I've made a the subject of the relation. The next step here is to substitute the value of a into equation 2. Do you understand? Equation 2 is what? B minus a equals to 1. B minus a equals to 1. Now, a is equals to 5 minus b. Okay? Are you paying attention? A is equals to 5 minus b. So I'm going to have b minus 5 minus b is equals to 1. Do you know what I did? I just replaced a as 5 minus b. Do you understand? I've not done anything. I just replaced a as 5 minus b. You can see b minus a. Instead of a, I substitute it as what? 5 minus b. So I'm having this now. From this, I can solve for the value of b. Let us open the bracket with negative sign. I'm going to have b minus 1 multiplied by 5. I'm going to have negative 5. Do you understand? Minus 1 multiplied by minus b. I'm going to have positive b is equals to 1. Do you understand? Okay. Now let us collect like terms. B plus b is what? 2b equals to 1 plus 5. Okay. So 2b is equals to 6. Now we can get the value of b by dividing both sides by 2. Do you understand? So if I divide both sides by 2, I'm going to have this over 2, this over 2. And b is equals to what? 3. You understand? Because 6 divided by 2 will give us 3. Now, having gotten the value of b as 3, we can easily get the value of a by substituting b into. Now, having gotten the value of b as 3, we can get the value of a by substituting b as 3 into this equation. You understand? You know, when we make a the subject of the relation in equation 1, we have a is equals to 5 minus b. Now, a is equals to 5 minus b is equals to 3. That will be what? 5 minus 3. So, a is equals to what? 2. You understand? Now, we are looking for the value of x and y, not a and b. You understand? And we have already said, let 1 over x is equals to a and 1 over y is equals to b. So, now a is equals to 2. For this, I'm going to have 1 over x is equals to a. You understand? Now, a is equals to 2. I'm going to have 1 over x is equals to 2. You understand? Now, the next step here is to cross multiply. So, I'm going to have 2x is equals to what? 1. So, x will be equals to 1 over 2. That is the first step. Now, let us solve for the value of y as well. You know, 1 over y is equals to b. Now b is equals to 3. So 1 over y is equals to 3 over 1. From this point, we are going to cross multiply. So I'm going to have 3y is equals to 1. So y is equals to 1 over 3. You understand? So the value of x and y are 1 over 2 and 1 over 3 respectively. Okay, let's have another work example. So we are asked to solve for the value of c and d in this equation. Don't forget that 3 over c can be written as 3 into bracket 1 over c, you understand, minus 4 into bracket 1 over d is equals to 1 over 3. You see, what I did here is that I just modify this equation. This equation is also the same thing as this, you understand. And for the second equation, 2 over c can be written as 2 into bracket 1 over c minus 5 into bracket 1 over d is equals to 1. Do you understand? You know, I've not done anything, you understand. If you open this bracket using this 3 and using this 4, you are still going to have this. If you open this bracket using the 2 and using this negative 5, you are still going to have this, you understand. Okay, now here I'm going to say let 1 over c equals to x, you understand, and let 1 over d equals to y. Do you understand? So I'm going to replace x as anywhere I see 1 over c, and I'm going to replace y as anywhere I see 1 over d in both equations. Do you understand? So 3 multiplied by 1 over c, instead of 1 over c, I'm going to replace it as what? X. You understand? Because I have said let 1 over c is equals to what? X. Do you understand? So I'm going to have 3x minus 4y is equals to 1 over 3. You understand? And for the second equation, we are going to have 2x minus 5y is equals to 1. Do you understand? Now we can solve both equations simultaneously. Let us call this equation 1 and this equation 2. Do you understand? Now, having gotten to this point, in order to clear this fraction, I'm going to multiply this equation by 3. You understand? You know, I'm having fraction as the right hand side of this equation. In order to clear this fraction, I'm going to multiply this equation by 3. You understand? So for this, I'm going to have, let's cross multiply. 3 multiplied by this, I'm going to have 3 into bracket 3x minus 4y is equals to 1. Do you understand? Okay? 3 multiplied by 3x, that will give me what? 9x. So I'm going to have 9x. 3 multiplied by negative 4y, I'm going to have negative 12y is equals to 1. You see, what I did here is that I just cross multiply. You understand? In order to eliminate the fraction that I have at the right hand side of the equation. So 3 multiply all this and 1 multiplied by 1, that will give me 1. You understand? So the equation 1 becomes this, and I have this equation 2. So let us combine equation 1 and 2. I'm going to have 9x minus 12y equals to 1, and 2x minus 5y equals to 1. Okay? Now, from this point, we can solve this equation simultaneously. Let us use elimination method. You understand? Using elimination method, we are going to have, I'm going to multiply this by 9. Let us eliminate x. I'm going to multiply this by 2. You understand? To modify the equation such that the unknown that I want to eliminate, I'll be able to do that. You understand? So 2 multiplied by 9x is what? 18x. 2 multiplied by negative 12y, that is what? Negative 24y equals to 2. 9 times 2x, 18x. Okay? 9 times negative 5, that is negative 45y. Negative 45y equals to 9. You understand? Now, I have modified the equation such that the unknown that I want to eliminate is the same now. Now, because they are having the coefficient of x is both positive, you understand? The sign that the coefficient of x has is both positive. So, I'm going to subtract. You understand? For this, I'm going to have this minus this. If you are part of our previous class, this one is simple. You should be able to solve this without even stressing yourself. Okay, 18x minus 18x. In that case, I've already eliminated x. Now, I'm left with what? Y. Negative 24y minus 45y. See, negative 24y, this is it. Negative 24y minus 45y. 45y. That will be what? Negative 24y plus 45y. The answer here will be 21y. You understand? Okay? So for this, I'm going to have 0 plus 21y equals to 2 minus 9. That will give me what? 7. Okay? Okay, negative 7. Negative 7. Do you understand? Now, for this, I can divide both sides by 21. Do you understand? I can divide both sides by 21 to get the value of y. Don't forget that what I have here is 21y equals to what? Negative 7. So y is equals to negative 7 all over 21. Which is, I can reduce this fraction. For this, I'm going to have y is equals to negative 1 over 3. You understand? Okay? Now, I've gotten the value of y. To get the value of x, I'm going to substitute the value of y as negative 1 all over 3 into any of the two equations that I derived. You understand? Please pay attention. To get the value of x, I'm going to substitute the value of y into any of the two equations that I derived. You know, I derived two equations. The first equation is what? This. Okay, the first equation is this, and the second equation is this. You understand? So to get the value of x, I'm going to substitute the value of y into, okay, let's use equation 2, okay? So I'm going to have 2x, equation 2 is 2x minus 5y equals to 1. So 2x minus 5 into bracket negative 1 all over 3 is equals to 1. 2x is now negative 5 multiplied by negative 1, that is what? Positive 5 all over 3 is equals to 1. Now, to clear this fraction, I'm going to multiply both sides by what? 3. Please pay attention. Or let us take the LCM of the left hand side of the equation. The left hand side of this equation is what? 2x plus 5 over 3. You understand? So the LCM here is what? 3. So I'm going to have 6x plus 5 equals to 1. 6x plus 5 equals to 3. You understand? 6x is equals to 3 minus 5. Okay? 6x is equals to negative 2. X is equals to negative 2 divided by 6. So x is equals to negative 1 all over 3. Do you understand? Okay? So we got the value of x and y as negative 1 over 3 and negative 1 over 3 respectively. Okay? Now, we are asked to find the value of c and d. Don't forget that 1 over c is equals to what? X. So, please pay attention. 1 over c is equals to x. Now, we have gotten the value of x as what? Negative 1 over 3. So, I'm going to have 1 over c is equals to negative 1 all over 3. You understand? To get the value of c, I'm going to cross multiply. If I cross multiply, I'm going to have negative c is equals to 3. Do you understand? Because c is going to multiply negative 1, which is 10 to what? Negative c. Negative c is also the same thing as what? Negative 1c. So here, I'm going to derive also by negative 1. Negative 1. So c is equals to what? Negative 3. Do you understand? Okay, let us get the value of d. Don't forget that 1 over d is equals to y. 1 over d is equals to y. Now, for this, I'm going to have 1 over d is equals to, since y is equals to what? Negative 1 over 3. So I'm going to represent it as what? Negative 1 over 3. You are still going to go the same step. You are going to take the cross product. Now, if I take the cross product, I'm going to have negative d is equals to what? 3. So, if I divide this by negative 1, this over negative 1, d is equals to what? Negative 3. So, therefore, the value of c and d in this simultaneous linear equation is what? Negative 3 and negative 3 and negative 3 respectively. Do you understand? Okay? I'm very sure you understand this class. Okay? So that will be all for this class. See you in the next class. To watch the next class, kindly check the description of this video. You are going to see a link there. Click on that link, or you should check the playlist on this channel. Okay? See you in the next class.